Okay, here we have the lovely Netflix. And, children and family movies. Well, I guess it is the holiday time of year. And there, nestled between Rango and Nova Science Now, is Fireplace for Your Goddamn Home. Suitable for any time of year. Yes, we must have more information. There are 2 episodes! I hate all of everything.
Well, it's gonna be the future soon, and I won't always be this way. When the things that make me weak and strange get engineered away.
So, there was this video that Bill Nye did on the Big Think channel a while back about how creationism is not appropriate for children.
And I say to the grown-ups, if you want to deny evolution and live in your world that's completely inconsistent with everything we observe in the universe, that's fine. But don't make your kids do it, because we need them. We need scientifically literate voters and taxpayers for the future.
And I dig this for 2 reasons. First, I'm a huge fan of both Mr. Nye himself and scientific inquiry in general. But, more important than that, I think his assertion really underscores one of the most important and probably unsolvable problems in our society. How can schools effectively teach children anything while those children are effectively their parents' property? I mean, they are, aren't they? They're kind of like pets. You can name them anything you want, you can teach them whatever you see fit. You're not allowed to mistreat them, though there are some people who do anyway. And they have their own separate system of legal punishments. Granted, I don't think juvenile courts are allowed to put people to sleep, but I think the point still stands. But Nye's central point about how teaching creationism can damage future generations by stifling scientific inquiry, I'd say that's right on the money, but how can we possibly stop that from happening? We attend public school while we're still basically our parents' belongings, while we are owned. And that's what causes these blow-ups over teaching evolution, even though it's just a theory. Or when people whine about how certain literature is supposedly obscene. Never had this problem with math, although math education has its own pitfalls. Public schools shy away from teaching pretty much any kind of critical thinking, at least in any major capacity, because thinking critically, teaching students to effectively analyze and question the world around them, is really quickly going to end up having them question their parents. I mean, think of how much of your life when you're a child is your parents. That'll be the first thing that you start calling bullshit on. And then, oh, the angry calls and letters. Also, critical thinking is much harder to test. Rote memorization, much easier to standardize. I guess the question that I find myself running into is, should parents have the right to keep their children from learning certain things? And I really want to say no. But how do you implement something like that? I mean, somebody human, or more likely some group of humans, would be the arbiter of that. Somebody, some person, or some people are going to be making that call. And everybody has some kind of axe to grind. Any issue regarding parenting is going to be one of those things that everybody thinks that they're doing right and everybody else is screwing up. There's just too many problems in culture and in government for there to be an easy answer here. Stupid complexity being an ever-present facet of all human interaction. So yeah, that's just something I felt like complaining about today. I'm sure I had a reason, but honestly I don't want to spend 8 hours editing this video, so we'll cut it there and I'll complain about this some more later. But let's not end on a down note. 2 recommendations. First one is that you should check out the International Speculative Fiction magazine, which should be over here. It's an online publication, sci-fi type stuff from authors around the world, stories, articles. Also, the first 2 issues can be downloaded for free PDF format stuff on their website, so check that out. Also, GOG.com, formerly Good Old Games. Wait, did I do that in the right? No. Formerly Good Old Games. One of my favorite spots for downloading old, like point-and-click adventure type things. They're starting to branch out into more modern games, though. And one of the reasons I like them kind of even better than Steam at this point is all their games are DRM free, and you don't have to be signed into anything to play them once you download it. You just have the game. Also, they often come with cool little extras like soundtracks or art books or things like that. So if you haven't checked that out, good stuff. Hooray. Also, Vicky is here, and she probably says hello.
Hello.
So yeah, that's it. Just me complaining about how education could be better, but I've no earthly idea how to fix it. Also, 1 week of Blogsember down. I feel like mine was pretty scattered, so I think you kind of won the first week of Blogsembering. I especially like the Fiction Friday thing, that was cool. So in the next week, I will see if I can, sort of rally back and be less of a scatterbrained crazy person. That's all. Go away. See you in the future.